one of more than 100 SCHAKO products, the ceiling swirl diffuser DQJ. In a large number of buildings all over the world, it provides good quality air at a low flow rate. Its shape has high recognition value. In a representative poll, 85% of expert planners and customers were able to associate it immediately with SCHAKO. This is enough reason to use it as part of the brand name. It's a symbol of the high demands that SCHAKO requests from each of its products. Perfect interplay between shape and function. SCHAKO's strengths include Optimum products, a sales service that is represented all over Europe, and extensive know-how in solving even the most difficult air conditioning and ventilation problems. It comes as no surprise that star architects such as Sir Norman Foster or Santiago Calatrava put their faith in the products and consulting from SCHAKO for their most complex projects. At the Museo de las Ciencias in Valencia, at the Mercedes Museum in Stuttgart, at the Peek and Kloppenburg Weltstadthaus Cologne, at the New Berlin Central Train Station, at Audi's Design Check, in the Vélez Events building in Valencia built for the America's Cup. But also in production halls, clean rooms, shopping malls and swimming pools. Nearly everywhere, SCHAKO is able to find long-lasting solutions for an optimum room climate. A spectacular example is the largest artificial tornado in the world at the Mercedes Museum in Stuttgart. This sensation was achieved by SCHAKO know-how and more than 100 long-throw nozzles type WDA. The SWR television station covered this artificial tornado in its program Curves of the Century, the Mercedes Museum in Stuttgart.
Ein Versuch, der es in sich hat.
An experiment that's no mean feat. Let's assume that fire breaks out in this open high-rise building with a floor space of more than 53,000 square meters. Smoke makes it impossible to find your way outside the building. Conventional smoke protection systems are of little use in a case like this. The solution looks like this. It was developed for the first time especially for this house. Using hundreds of nozzles, a rotational flow is produced along with negative pressure. This produces a tornado. At the center of the hurricane, the turbine at the ceiling. It blows the smoke to the outside. The skeptical experts from the fire department are impressed. Even the Guinness Book of Records is interested in this absolute world novelty. SCHAKO is very well represented in Europe. Therefore, it's able to meet the customer's request in each country without complication and directly on site. It has a Europe-wide distribution network and its own factories in Saragossa, Spain, in Hungary's capital Budapest, and in Kolbingen and Meßkirch in Germany. A clear advantage for the customer, planning safety and quick delivery times due to short distances. SCHAKO's success story started in Germany, more precisely in the state of Baden-Württemberg, known for its innovations. In the nature park of the Upper Danube, in the middle of green meadows and woods, clear creeks and fresh air. This is where Ferdinand Schad established in 1928 the Ferdinand Schad KG under the trade name SCHAKO. This is where still today its largest plant is located. The headquarters in Kolbingen houses the production and administration, a training center including a projection room and the development laboratory. Let's have a look first at the training facilities. As a representative of air conditioning and ventilation technology, SCHAKO passes on its knowledge. Architects, planners, building owners, students, anyone who wants to learn more about ventilation systems and room climate benefits from the in-depth SCHAKO training courses. How does the SCHAKO PC program help in designing ventilation components? How are installation and maintenance of a volumetric flow controller carried out? What is the most important feature of a controlled living room ventilation? Just a few of the questions that will be answered in the training courses. With its demo lab, SCHAKO proves that it doesn't just communicate theoretical knowledge, because this is where the products really demonstrate their worth. In the air conditioning chamber, the participants experience the advantages of water cooling from above. The Alpati cooling ceiling lowers the temperature silently and without producing drafts. Hot air rises to the ceiling, gets cooled there and drops again at a lower flow rate. At ZDF, ProSieben, Radio Energy, to name just a few TV and radio stations, staff and visitors keep a cool head because these companies also use the recirculating cooling device Ultra Studio line. And what's more, the SCHAKO acoustic specialists ensured beforehand that you only hear what you're meant to in the studio. Thanks to a sophisticated sound absorption system, they've managed to develop the Ultra Studio line system, the most silent recirculating cooling system on the market. Good acoustics is decisive for achieving a wellness climate. In its in-house sound measurement room, each SCHAKO product is subjected to testing. The ultimate goal, to achieve values that are as far as possible below the specified decibel limit values. The best example of a successful acoustics optimization is the floor Swirl diffuser. Its radially arranged air deflection blades produce a high-induction air jet, almost completely free of noise. Thus, it's no accident that in the Salzburg concert hall alone, 4,000 floor Swirl diffusers ensure high-quality air, without less enjoyment of the music. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Optimal air conditioning is influenced by many parameters, particularly with complex building projects. An optimum solution must be found for each project. SCHAKO leaves nothing to chance. In complex simulations, the on-site conditions are adapted on a laboratory scale until everything fits. Occasionally, the laboratory scale may also have the size of a gymnasium when, for example, the flow behavior of the air diffusers at the Royal Palace of Riyadh is being tested. In the fire protection sector, SCHAKO is already providing very successfully more safety in many buildings due to its fire damper program, smoke detector system RMS, and communicative signaling and switching bus system COMES. Their components can save lives. This is why they're subject to particularly stringent requirements. In the fire protection laboratory, every product literally gets a baptism of fire. A fire damper needs to withstand hot flames and still close as quick as a flash. The fire damper BKA-EN works without a bracket and is unrivaled in its quietness. It was tested according to DIN EN 136622. It's no surprise, then, that it easily masters the endurance test in the fire chamber. Nor is it surprising to learn that it's often found at the premises of those who know all about fire protection, the fire brigades. Once it's passed all tests, the product goes into series production. Here is how the fire damper is manufactured. The sheet metal parts are machine punched and transported to the folding robot. Here, the shape of the side parts is already visible. A robot gripper arm places them on the pallet. The parts are joined and mounted exactly as programmed in the robot. On the conveyor belt, they are then transported to the finishing station. Whether the high-quality requirements have been met is still checked by a human operator. Only after being subject to the high-precision tests is the fire damper delivered to the customer, where it provides more safety in the air conditioning of buildings. Apart from robots, SCHAKO is also using cutting-edge laser technology for automation. At a precision of 1/10 of a millimeter, the laser cuts the specified shape from the blanks. After the order has been placed, SCHAKO will produce the ordered product within a processing time of only 10 working days, such as the compact grill KG shown. The most important products are also available at short term from stock. You want a green compact grill? Even highly complex special requests can be produced within a very short period of time, thanks to SCHAKO's in-house production and paint shop. SCHAKO. Silent, aesthetic, clean, safe, pleasant.